Hey, what's up guys, Fifa here, and welcome to episode number 2 of Attacking with Alexis. Yeah, it's been a while since the last episode, and that's because I've been unable to access PSN, been having a bunch of PSN issues, which is quite a problem because this series involves a lot of extinct players, and I only have them on my PlayStation account, so that is why we haven't had an episode in about a week, but hopefully now it's sorted, and this series will become more of a regular thing to upload. So apologies for that, let's get straight into today's episode. So because of the PSN issues, we're now quite far behind where I want to be with this series, so this episode is going to be a fully post-commed episode, but the next one will be fully live-commed. With that in mind, let's get straight into things with the BPL team. As you can see, in the past episode, we did upgrade 2 players to a silver, so yeah, plenty of upgrades to do for this BPL team. So this is our first opponent of the episode, and as you can see, he has man of the match Bendtner in the squad, which is always going to be a threat. The guy is 6'4", he's strong, and to be fair, his shooting isn't that bad, so we had to watch out for him, and hopefully not concede to Bendtner. And it was actually him who was dominating in the attack for him. Very strong guy, had to tackle especially for my bronze defenders, but it was actually us who got off to the better start. Alexis whipping the ball in, McEvoy the winger somehow winning the header and putting the ball in the back of net. Very nice goal, and obviously it's nice to see Alexis getting the assist. But then on the stroke of half time, Broker flicks the ball off to Bendtner, my defenders take each other out, and Bendtner scores. Yep, we conceded to Bendtner. Awesome. Moving into later in the game, McEvoy down the wing, slides the ball into the box. Sadly, no one was home. Ball cut does come out though to Zalem, who gives it to Sanchez, and Sanchez just puts it over the bar. Probably should have hit the target with that one. However, moving on, Anita plays the ball through. His keeper comes out, makes a big mistake. Appy picks up the ball and gives it to Sanchez, who lets it roll through his legs before finishing with his left foot to make it 2-1 in the 87th minute. Most games at this point you would think would be over, that I'd win the game. However, there was going to be some very late drama in this one. Broker plays a very long ball over the top. Garmston makes a bit of a mistake. Zuma can't get to him in time. His player runs through and just hits the inside of the post, but it doesn't go in, and we win 2-1. We got very freaking lucky with that shot, and Sanchez getting the winning goal and also getting the man of the match. So as you can see, we get a total of 3 upgrades. Let's go put them in the side. Onto the upgrades then, and we have 3 changes to make. Well, first of all, we're going to upgrade the goalkeeper. Goodbye to Emi Martinez, and we're actually going to bring in Vito Manone. I just want to try him out. Haven't used him in Ultimate Team before, so hopefully he will be a solid keeper. The next change is at CDM, where we're going to switch out Boateng, and we're going to bring in Chalobah. Now, he is actually looking like a decent card. Good pace, good physical, decent defending, so hopefully he will be a solid CDM. Definitely a nice upgrade. And then at left wing, goodbye to McEvoy, and we're going to bring in Jordan Ibe of Liverpool. Onto the national team now, and as you can see in the last episode, we got a bunch of silver upgrades, which is awesome. Hopefully we can get some more in today's episode. So yeah, this is the team we matched up against. I know I said I wasn't going to play low chem sides, but I just couldn't get a game. This was the only one that was an option, and also it was red bar connection too, so yeah, the struggles for a game were real. Nevertheless, this wasn't going to be an easy game. We did have plenty of chances, but the ball, it was one of them where the ball just wouldn't go in. You could have as many shots as you liked, but somehow he had a body in front of it. Somehow his keeper made a save, and it was getting very frustrating. And then, long ball over the top completely does me again. He skills inside, and my atrocious defending leads to us conceding. To be fair, I deserved to concede there because my defending was absolutely atrocious. But on the stroke of halftime, as you can see, we whack the ball through to Alexis. He's through on goal, and finally the ball gets put in the back of the net. A nice left-footed finish. Comes to halftime, and as you can see, we were dominating. We just couldn't shoot on target. Very frustrating game. So now it was our turn with the long ball. Ball goes over the top, and as you can see, this is the lag that I was up against. It was horrendous, but this was the only game I could take. Alexis goes through, straight at the keeper, doesn't get the rebound, and Lloris gets the save. The ball just would not go in the net for us. We clear a corner, and as you can see, Alexis has a bunch of grass ahead of him, but he does get around the last defender, and he should be through. Look at this. The lag is ridiculous. It's putting me off. We have to one goal, and surely it's got to be a goal. And we absolutely sky it. What a terrible shot that was. But just after, Alexis with a long shot in the back of net puts us 2-1 up in the 84th minute, and it's a very similar ending to the previous game. However, unlike the previous game, we were not done there. Rocker dispossesses my opponent, plays for a nice through ball, and Sanchez is through on goal, and you know what's coming. It's going to be a very weird finish, but we'll take it. A very precise finish from Alexis to make it 3-1 in the final minute, completing his hat-trick. And as you'd probably expect with a hat-trick performance, he also got the man of the match too, so a bunch of upgrades to do for the Chile side. So to sum up that game, as you can see, he scored 3 times, which means we get the hat-trick bonus too. We won the game. Sadly, he didn't rage quit, but he did get man of the match, so a total of 6 upgrades to do. So the national side is actually coming along really nicely. So the first upgrade we're actually going to do is the right back. We're going to get rid of this guy, and we're actually going to bring in a much slower silver, but you know what? Who knows? Maybe he can do a job. CDM, we're going to say goodbye to Robles, who I actually love him. I think he's a great CDM, but sadly cannot stay in the side. And then finally, we're going to upgrade the striker, and I won't lie, I just chose the fastest one possible. Hopefully can do a decent job up top. But we do have 3 upgrades left, so we're going to bring in Fiero at right back. He looks decent, so hopefully we'll be a pretty solid right back. At CDM, we're going to bring in Karoma, who actually looks really good, so I'm looking forward to trying him. And then at left CM, we have Diaz, completing the upgrades for the national side. So guys, that concludes today's episode of Attacking with Alexis. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, remember to leave a like, comment below which silver BPL players you'd like to see in upcoming episodes. And also guys, once again, an apology for this series not being out as regularly as it should be. I was having PSN issues, hopefully that's resolved now, and this series will be out regularly like it's supposed to be. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, have a good day, adios.